happy first Friday. I am Imani, founder of Standing on United Love Soul Project. And I said I was going live earlier this week, that I would be going live today, first Friday of February. But I've had to jump in and do some things that I didn't know I was needed for earlier today. So I have prepared some notes instead. And so this quick intro and talk to mindfulness and kind of changing our mindsets, doing a reset, a reshift, is titled Affirmation to Confirmation. So I've outlined 3 steps that we can all use for our progress. The first is faith. The second is meditation, and the third is to tend to the whole self, so practicing self-care and self-love. I'll start by saying that the number one thing that we need to do in order to invite mindfulness and a shift in consciousness is to practice faith. Faith is as life is. With that, I mean that we are going to face challenges every day that we breathe, and that the best thing or the best course of action, I think, is for us to look inward and be as centered as possible for personal peace as we handle trials and tribulations, because they are going to come. And, Imani translates to faith. It sustains me, it holds me when I am unsure and trying to find balance and it doesn't feel like I'm quite reaching where I need to be. I do find that meditation and practicing mindfulness with affirmations that speak to my spirit help me over and through every time. And sometimes, we are in a rush because we need things and we need them right now, but that's not how the universe works. And to invite your end goal, whatever that is, into your realm of realness and consciousness, we have to speak positively and believe that. And that is what faith is. Substance of all things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. Just trusting and believing and knowing and doing all we can, and then standing still in that positive grounding and waiting. That's it. So faith was the first step. The second was to meditate, and to do so throughout the day. There are many ways to meditate. You can check in with yourself and your thoughts and your feelings while you're waiting online at the grocery store. When you take your break for lunch. Certainly when you get up in the morning and before you retire at night, giving thanks for the rising of the sun and being able to witness the going down of the same. Clearing our heads, clearing our minds, feeding ourselves with the good stuff. Take time to gather yourself. One way to use meditation and affirmations is by employing the use of sticky notes. You can get a whole pack of multicolored ones from the dollar store. And writing affirmations out that speak to you. Looking for affirmations while you are on social media or going through your day. Ones that really speak to you. Write those down. Post them where you can see them. On your mirror. On the refrigerator. Wherever you frequent within your home and you have to look up. Put a sticky note there. And when you see it, breathe it in. Repeat it 3 times. The more repetition you give to positivity and affirmations, the more positive the reward will come to you. And so I'm being very intentional in talking about being positive, because when we go the opposite route and we look at all the what ifs and what has, does not keep us in the moment where we need to be right now, and where our focus needs to be right now. And it sometimes is human inclination to go towards the negative end of things. And I'm saying that is a mindset that can be changed and shifted with practice and over time. And they say it only takes, 14 days to change a mindset. So doing something regularly and with consistency on a daily basis, being mindful about affirmations and meditations and claiming the good and allowing yourself to feel centered and to breathe, because breath is so important. These are all things that will get us used to being in a positive state of mind. And that is where the change happens. It happens within. The third thing we want to do is to tend to the whole self. And so you can think of all of this, the meditation, the mindfulness work, as tending to the whole self, mind, body, and spirit, and shifting good energy and creating good energy and letting that radiate throughout. It makes a heck of a difference. I encourage you to try it. We want to treat our bodies better in terms of what we're putting in it, what we're fueling it with. We want to make sure that we are hydrating, getting plenty of water in. We want to increase intake of vegetables and fruits, of healthier foods. My goal right now with that is that during the week, I'm pretty strict on my intake, intentional about what I prepare, what I buy to eat, how I cook it. And then on the weekends, I do me. I don't go crazy, but I do me, and I increase my water, and that seems to help because, the COVID weight gain is real. And so I find that I'm making a lot of trips to the refrigerator, and that if I just go on a cold turkey, I'm just going to cut everything out at once, I will probably not be successful. So in order to be successful, I think positivity into following the program during the week and then treating myself on the weekend. So it's been about at least a week since I've had any soda. It's a process and it's a journey, and so I encourage you to be gentle with yourself within this process. Take your time. It's okay. It's okay. If you fall off, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up the next day. Just get back on it. And we have to move our bodies. Put on some music, dance, and in your house. Set up your exercise room in your house. If you don't have equipment, that's okay. There's plenty of videos and workouts for you to follow on YouTube that will meet you where you are at for a starting point. So you don't have to you don't have to hit your peak today. Just start. It's the weekend. If you get something in today, or you plan to start tomorrow, and you do it this weekend, on Monday, you'll have something to say that, you did differently for your health, for yourself, strictly for you, right? And so it's all about that type of growth and just taking our time and being good to ourselves. So again, those 3 points for affirmation to confirmation on things that we want to obtain: our faith, meditation and mindfulness, and tending to the whole self. You are invited to please head over to Standing on United Love page on Facebook. Follow and like that page. There's also a group if you are interested in joining. We are looking to offer a variety of programming for total well-being. As a wellness coach and as a writer and a lover of Afrocentric jewelry, I put those three things together in offering programs and services. So you can learn how to design Afrocentric jewelry working with cowrie shells and other African beads and shells. Writing workshops will include poetry and personal essays. I am a personal essayist and poet by trade. Started out with the essays, but I find that this is a wonderful way to, number one, create, number two, to call out healing and invite that energy in. Oftentimes we have never taking the time to assess where we are and why we are and deal with, our personal issues that we need to address. And writing and creating and jewelry design and looking inward are just ways to just increase our wealth of personal love that we have for ourselves. We raise our stock that way. Because with those things in place, we are more likely to value our worth and to set boundaries to ensure that we honor our worth. And what I share are things that I wish that I had been tuned into in my late 20s, all through my 30s, all through my 40s, because there was a different way to do things. But it starts with self-love. So I thank you for listening. Again, I invite you to follow on Facebook, Standing on United Love, on Instagram, Imani Islove, IMANIIZLOVE, on TikTok, Urban Bush Sister, that is my performance name, but I am Imani. And one love. Stay safe out here. Let's mask up. Thank you.